I remember speaking to a dentist recently who laughed when I asked if they ever thought about where they'll be financially in the next 15 years. They explained, I'm just trying to get through the week, they said. And that hit me. How often do we get caught up in our day to day life without lifting our heads to see the bigger picture? As dentists, your career often follows a different rhythm to many other professions. You might start as an associate, move into a partnership, or even buy your own practice. Each stage can impact how lenders see you, what kind of borrowing you can access, and ultimately how secure you'll feel about your home and your family life. That's why long term mortgage planning isn't just about finding a house, it's about creating financial breathing space for your future. Without this longer view, I've seen dentists overextend themselves too early, tie too much cash in one property, or miss opportunities to restructure their borrowing in ways they could have freed them up from other investments. The result: stress, sleepless nights, and feeling chained to repayments instead of building the life they hoped for. Remember, flexibility matters more than what you think. Dentistry isn't always a straight line. You may decide to go part-time, relocate, or buy into a new practice. A mortgage that gives you options, whether that's overpayment facilities, portability, or review points, can save you headaches in the long run. And remember to always think about your career milestones alongside your mortgage milestones. Buying a home in your early years might feel like an achievement, but it's often just a start. The bigger the financial leap for many dentists comes later, with own practice ownership. Mapping out your mortgage so it doesn't clash with your practice finance commitments is something worth considering early on. And a key thing to always remember is interest rates are only part of your story. It's tempting to focus on the lowest rate today, but over 20-25 years, the cost of switching, remortgaging, or being tied to a product that doesn't suit your changing income can outweigh a small difference up front. I've learned that the cheapest deal isn't always the best deal long term. And protecting your income stream. While I don't want to dive into insurance talk, the truth is dentistry is a hands-on career. Yes, as I said, hands-on. If your ability to work is interrupted, your mortgage commitments don't pause. Planning ahead, whether through buffers, savings, or cover, is part of keeping your stress at ease. And you're always trying to build room for future opportunities. I've met dentists who regretted putting every single penny into their first home, only later that they wish they kept some liquidity for buying into another practice or investing elsewhere. Long-term planning isn't about buying the biggest house you can buy, it's about balance. The key takeaway today is the biggest lesson I've seen is this: your mortgage is less about bricks and mortar and more about your freedom. If you can align your borrowing with the career and life you are working towards, not just the one that you're living in right now, you give yourself choices. And in my experience, choice is the most valuable asset of all.